Ladies and gentlemen, lads and lasses, non-binary masses, hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to another episode of Skylander Honesty Half Hour. Episode 11, I believe? Episode 11, yes, because we had our 10th episode last week, which was also my birthday. I'm 20 now. I ain't getting any younger, sadly. That's the circle of life. But, hey, it is what it is. But yeah, last week we had Golden Queen, we had the special thumbnail, we had the birthday, it was everything. A lot of people reacted interestingly to the thumbnail. Funny enough, when I shared the video. Um, you already know who it is. I don't know. I'm about to spin the wheel, and I hope y'all enjoy. I really do. And here I have the wheel, our lovely, lovely wheel. I don't think I took Golden Queen off, so if I land on Golden Queen, we just re-roll. Gotcha? Got it? Alright. And let's spin that wheel! Oh. There we go. Who do we get? And we land on... looking like a giant... Ninjini! Oh boy. Ninjini. Oh, I love Ninjini, man. So yeah, I made a post literally just like earlier today or yesterday. I said that my mic stopped working. It broke. It just like stopped working all of a sudden the other day on stream. When I was doing my subathon, which I think the subathon's over. You can ignore the timer. It doesn't really exist anymore. I'm actually gonna get rid of that now, since I think it's about time we just end that subathon. Doesn't mean the bunny suit goal is not gonna disappear. So if you know what, yeah. So I'm testing a new mic, so I don't know how it exactly sounds. I do know it is picking up. It is picking up it on the OBS. So that is good to know. Without further ado, let's pull up Ninjini. Honestly, this is a giant I wish I had as a kid. I recently bought her earlier this year because she was being sold at my local comic shop. Like Ninjini, Blastermind, they had a lot of Skylanders I wish I had as a kid. So here we are Ninjini. Now I know
How lovely.
I know that people have opinions on Ninjini being the worst giant in the game. Right? Very slow, doesn't have like the best moves, but I do still appreciate the concept of a Ninja Genie. This is also technically the only other Giants character we have, so not the only other Giants, but the last Magic Giants character, because we did Pop Fizz. We did Pop Fizz already. Which, may I just say, I think I'm gonna have to redo the Pop Fizz. Both the Pop Fizz and the Robo episode in the future. Like in a year from now. But, don't even know if I'll be able to even, do more of these in a year. I don't know what time's like. Alright. Ninjini. So, we have her simple attacks. She's a dual-wielding, genie. You have your simple combos. You have her secondary, which is the bottle. Genie in a bottle. You go into a bottle, it explodes. Oh, that is not what I wanted, my bad. And then for her third attack, it is this... I think it's a generic one, for sure. But essentially she just charges up these orbs and sends them flying. God, there really should be a Skylanders remake, and when they have Ninjini, these should be shurikens. I think the idea of these being shurikens would be a really good idea in the future. But we're not here to talk about Ninjini character analysis. We're here to review Ninjini's moveset.
Impressive powers.
Upgrades. Yes, we have the wish lids, we have the bottle blast, and we have the orbs. I have gone top path because I like the combos a lot. I'm a combo lover, so it also just comes from me enjoying fighting games. I also think this might be her better path. It might be her better path. I'm not too sure. But top path is the sword path. It's your regular auto. It buffs your regular auto attacks, meaning yeah, you get more stuff out of your regular primary attack. There we are with the Fling Blade and Enchanted Blade. Wish Blade Explosion hold your primary and just extra damage in general. The bottom path focuses more on your other two abilities. This is what I like about the paths here. Is that one path offers utility that buffs the moves that you may like, but aren't good enough. Or you go all the way and just spam your auto. That's what I really like about these paths. Yeah, so bottom path, super surrealistic spheres. Magical orbs do more damage and affect a greater area. Bottle rockets launch faster, do more damage, and have greater AoE. And buy a better bottle. Bottle is stronger and moves faster. Actually, this does sound better because I do like bottle, but I can't change it. Oh, and yes, this was our soul gem. I forgot to go through the soul gem. Oh, and I hit the wrong button again.
Such strength.
The soul gem is also a fun move, I think. Where, yeah, you daze your enemies. You send out a little whisk and it dazes enemies. So you turn into the bottle, enemies attack you, and you do this, and they're like, man, this CBD oil hits different. So, I'm sorry if I'm talking fast. I'm very excited to start doing these again, and I just start pre-recording episodes for the future. What's a good level to do? What is a good level to do? Do we do Willikin Village? You know what? We do Rumbletown. We do Rumbletown, yeah? Like, yeah.
So this is the town that hermit supposedly lives in.
Yeah. Yeah, so kind of talking more. I do appreciate Ninjini a lot. I think second to Bouncer, because I grew up playing Bouncer a lot. Because I was given Legendary Bouncer as a kid. And sadly, that figure stopped working, nor do I own the figure anymore. So yeah, we have your regular attacks. And, oh yeah, so for the combos. You can throw out a sword.
I have granted you defeat.
You can throw out a sword. I don't think... No, one of these, you, oh, hold on.
Hello?
It's AAB? Yes. AAB, and where you can... I keep hitting the wrong button. I'm so used to playing, Off Force. You can send out a sword, and they'll target the sword, so you can send out two. I think that's what people didn't like. I think people didn't like her top path options, where, especially the combos, because you were either throwing a sword, or you were either throwing a sword, or you were sending out a sword minion, which didn't do much. So, bump, bump. Yeah. Oh, I didn't see him. Yeah, one of my favorite things about Ninjini was straight up just the ninja in a bottle concept. I thought she had maybe one of the best concepts of a character out there in the Skylanders games. Not to say like characters like Tree Rex, Eyebrow, and like none of the Giants characters were bad at all. They weren't. They absolutely, positively weren't. None of them were really bad. Ninjini is just more of a subjective. I think Ninjini is more subjective based to the community, though.
Wow, look at what we have here.
I have no bias.
Skylander. Are you lost or something? Wrong answer, pal.
I have no bias besides maybe like the later
now.
down the line with characters like
Boys, give this
like
Skylander a
specifically
warm
Superchargers and Imaginators. I think those are more. I think I have more opinions on those compared to the older Skylanders. Shit, let me return to the bottle. So here we are. We got the missiles. They are slow. They are slow. I forgot how slow they were. This is still good. You know, and you have the explosion. And then you have the days. Oh, they're dazed for a bit. They are dazed for a bit.
That easy? Wrong! Brock's holding all the cards, and Brock knows who you're looking for. If you want that
Wrong answer, pal. I was seeing something about Skylanders 7. I think I brought this up before about a new Skylanders game. And I think I brought up how I want the new Skylanders game to be kind of more like the Lego Telltale games, right? It's not Telltale. Is it Telltale? The TT games? Yeah. I wanted it to be like you start off with some characters and you unlock them. You can unlock more later down the line, and there's a lot of replayability you can do to get all the characters. That's what I was saying and implying and what I want. I don't know what how else to describe it. But that's what I wanted. But for just a Skylanders game, what am I looking for? But for like a new Skylanders game in general, Skylanders 7, I really want I really want some new characters. hot take. I want returning characters for sure. But if this is a new installment, I also want like fresh new faces. Or the franchise. Fresh new likable faces that really do speak out saying, I'm part of the new game. Am I missing the key? Where is the key? Here it is. So, this move's definitely lackluster, right? I think...
You wish you could beat me.
I don't think her combo stuff is meh. I don't think her bottle is meh, especially if you go bottom path. Bottom path makes it seem like the bottle's way better. But the third one with the orbs is 100% lackluster and isn't really thematic at all, with neither the genie concept or the ninja concept. If I had the opportunity to update Ninjini, I would literally just change the visual effects of this move to be like a shuriken,
I foresaw
right?
this outcome.
Like a shuriken. I think that would be about it. Sure, probably some moves would be more quicker, or damage for like bottle to make it better would be also viable. But the visuals for this move would be just about it. Oh, I'm stuck. So what was I saying? I was saying specifically about Skylanders 7. Like so many people are like expecting a Skylanders 7, especially since Skylander Boy and Girl channel started making videos again. Which, what the fuck, man? Not in my bingo card at all. Same with the YouTubes, it's just not in my bingo card. So,
think you can follow Brock that easy? Wrong!
definitely new characters. I wouldn't say like have the whole roster be new characters. It's like one new character. One new character in each element.
Ugh.
You know what? Let's do a test of might. Let's just show Ninjini test of might, you know?
Feet of strength.
Yeah!
Excellent.
I just turned to a bottle.
Ah, riches.
Yeah, one new character of each element. Bring back returning. I don't think it matters. What returning characters what I would want, right? Like I wouldn't matter if it wouldn't matter to me if there was like a new. It wouldn't matter to me if there were like entirely just SSA characters returning or a mishmash of every character throughout the series. Like, let's say Ninjini and Enigma in the same roster along with Voodoo. It wouldn't matter. Because either way, like, it's Skylanders to Skylanders. Of course, they're gonna be fan favorites, right? There's Wrecking Ball, weirdly enough. But there's also just
Make way.
happy. I'm just happy that we're getting new Skylanders. If I see that we are getting a Skylanders 7, right? If we get a new Skylanders installment after over 10 fucking years, over 10 years since the last game, I better not hear a single complaint, right? There should be no complaint. If I see a single complaint, I am hunting you down.
Sweet success.
Maybe it's just the hat. I think it might just be the hat that's doing all of the work, but man, Ninjini just clears. That and she's a giant. That and she's a giant. I forgot how strong the giants were.
Pipe down,
And
all
how
you
lackluster they
promised
became
the entertainment?
later in the games,
Here it is,
especially
the
Imaginators.
Skylander.
Especially
Ready to fight
Imaginators,
engineering.
and I think Trap Team
Are
as
you
well.
not entertained?
There was not really a point to having them in Trap Team.
And
Or to
don't
play
forget
him in
the
Trap
crazy
Team.
old hermit who Brock used as bait. Arena battle. Go get him, boys.
What I really want to do is start inviting friends. What I want to do for more Skylanders stuff is just invite friends who are not familiar with the series, and just hear their thoughts on what the series is. I would have Butter. I would definitely also have Butter and Crab since they're familiar, but because they're familiar with the stuff.
Next wave.
It's just kind of weird how much of an enigma Skylanders became after the game stopped being made. Like, no one ever, like,
Oh, well, looky
Skylander was the biggest thing for 5 years straight,
here. We're just getting
and then all of a sudden, nothing.
See
Nothing.
if you can deal
Everyone
with
just forgot it existed. And then if it was mentioned, it's like, oh, I never heard of it, or, oh, yeah, that was a thing, that was real? It sounded like a fever dream.
Go get him, boys.
I need to use the bottle more. I want to show more of the bottle. I want to make her as, like, fun as possible, right? Yeah. Throw out some swords to... I think they can get distracted by the swords. Yeah, they can get distracted by the swords, I think. Yeah, they can attack them and whatnot. This is also... Being number third on how, like, lackluster it is. It's better just not charge... It seems better not to charge it than it is to charge it. Right? Like, if I charge it... I don't know. Look, yeah, they can get distracted by the sword. That's cool. I do like that. Yeah, that is 25. But it seems like if it crits, it'll... Like 37. What was that? That was like 10 minutes? It was like 10 minutes of that level. Yeah. You know what? Butter did ask me who would I want. The other day, Butter did ask me who I would want. And I know it was like a single character choice, but because I'm such a fucking loser, I said too many. And one of my picks was Scorp. Which, to be fair, I don't even think anyone... I think Scorp is one of those actual, like, niche characters. Like, you would have to play him to enjoy him. Because if you didn't have him, or whatnot, if you didn't have him, or you didn't play him, he's just, like, he seems like a very not real character. Where is her quest? Where did her quest? I already know what, I think I already know what I'm gonna give, Ninjini. I feel like it's a good answer.
Get a load
to this?
because
A gang of trolls has been stealing wool, and to disguise themselves,
she's I understand, like, she's not the greatest, especially not the greatest giant, but I think as a concept and design, she's one of the
You
best.
might just want to get every sheep you see.
I would actually
just
put,
in case.
if I had a ranking system for the best designed giants, I think at the very bottom would have to be like it would have to be like Bouncer and Swarm at the bottom. But they're both really cool, but man, like a big attack robot is not enough.
You lowered a gate.
A big attack robot standing on a wheel is not enough. If it was his initial concept art, right, like when we had, which was soon to be shown with Shocker,
You lowered a gate.
then we're really different. But he's just kind of guy, but he's just a dude with finger guns. Can I attack all these?
Imposter defeated.
Oh, I see. I'm not really.
Imposter. You lowered a
I'm
gate.
not really paying attention. Okay, so they're disguised as a sheep. Sorry, this is my first time playing this quest. Kind of like match it too. Bottle time. Where is he? No, I'm attacking him right now.
A teleporter has appeared.
Teleporter has appeared. I don't know, I want to hear what y'all think about Ninjini. What are y'all's thoughts on Ninjini?
You've almost made it. A teleporter has appeared.
Let's see. Yeah, okay, I get it now.
Imposter.
Here's my question. I think what worries me about Skylanders 7 is how it's gonna play. Because what I liked about Skylanders is how replayable the games were. Like, there's not a lot of games out there I want to replay without going through tedious amounts of bullshit. But Skylanders was really different, where you could enjoy going back and go back through secrets and look for secrets if you didn't already find them. Right? Like, let's say like Skylanders level 1 or whatnot. You didn't have like the character for the elemental gate. Well, now you do. Now you do, because you can go back and you bought the character. Now you can go back and enjoy the level again and discover secrets and whatnot.
You think you're so...
I really like that. I liked how replayable most of the Skylanders teams. I think Giants is also like very replayable, but despite the tedious levels, I think even though it has I think the most annoying levels, I think Giants has some really great replayability.
Yeah!
Which one do I want to do? Well, Force Field Frenzy. Fuck it. Fuck it. Force Field Frenzy.
Ready? Then let's go!
I want to try using the bottle more.
3, 2, 1, go!
Get in there and fight!
How lovely. Voila.
Yeah. I think the Daze is actually really good. I think as I'm playing it, I'm kind of discovering more about what's wrong with Ninjini and why people might not like her.
Here comes the next
Mario
wave.
player as a reviewer. There is some stuff is very jank and slow, especially the bottle. Like, let's say you go to the bottle, it takes a second for you to explode out of it.
Next wave is
I think that's the problem. That's another problem. And yeah, I mean like there's also the missiles, but like unless you're playing for the bottle playstyle, you're not using a bottle much, so there's not really much point to kind of like nitpick it unless the bottle path is bad, which I've never tried the bottle path, so maybe it is, maybe it's not. I'm getting a lot of characters I like playing from these past episodes. I know the Golden Queen one is a character that I was planning on as a favorite. She's a favorite. But I'm getting a lot of characters that I like, right? I like Pop Fizz, Ninjini. Fucking hell. What did this do? Yeah, because I went top half, it does not feel like it's really needed. Oh, that place is looking a lot. Get over there. I feel I have no need for the other moves when I'm playing Ninjini. I would love to use this one more because it seems viable, but at the same time it isn't, because why would I use this when I have like the swords? Jump. Oh, off the fucking platform! Get off the platform, you grease! I do want to buy a capture card, you know, to play. Because I got Pokemon ZA and the Switch too, and I'm like, I really want to live stream some shiny hunts. Because I've always wanted to do shiny hunt live streams, like. But my capture card no longer seems to work either, and that was the whole reason why my mic seemed to have stopped working. I had unplugged my mic, because on accident, tried to get the capture card working. The capture card was not being recognized or anything. It kept flashing red and I was having problems, and I've like looked it up and nothing was working or showing up. And then it was like, okay, I give up. I'm gonna go back and play this other game, only for the microphone to stop working. And I'm like, ah, okay, well, I give up. I give up on the game. Luckily, I bought like the microphone. I'm gonna try. This seems to push him really far. Honestly. I don't know what the damage is. I keep forgetting what the damage. No, wait, like 27. There we go. I do kind of want to do one more arena. One more arena. I know it's like 28 and I probably should end this soon. But I do want to do another arena mode. Let's do one of these. I don't think I've done these. I haven't done these yet, weirdly enough.
Here we go! Bring on the first battle!
If, you know what, here's an opportunity as well for Skylanders 7. Actually, like, because one of the things I did not like about Skylanders was the light and dark element. I think as a kid, I thought the light and dark element was... As a kid, I liked the light and dark element. But that was before I realized it was so late. Like, if you introduced the light and dark element at a different time, right? Let's say Swap Force, at the beginning of Swap Force, or at the beginning of Trap Team's lifespan, I think introducing the light and dark element would have been fine. But if you introduced it in Swap Force, you would have had to make another set of swappers and everything, which that wouldn't have worked well. And then and then there goes with the Giants. So my idea is for Skylanders 7. Okay, I didn't even. I'm like blanking out on half the words I'm saying. Okay. Skylanders 7
But let's see how you handle
should
the next job.
work more on the light and dark and how it affects Skylanders, right? I think that should be something interesting when we bring back light and dark villains from Trap Team, you know, specifically Luminous and Nightshade. Because light and dark was just, it felt like a throw-in to make more money. It was a throw-in to make more money, and there weren't even enough characters to make the thing iconic. It was very lackluster. Right, because I would have liked the light and dark probably, but they came in so late and I could never find a light and dark character at all. Oh, my own sword is blocking me. That ain't good. Okay, so the sword has pierce as well. Can someone, if you own Ninjini and you went bottom path on Ninjini, can you tell me what that's like? Because as much as I like the top half and I like the swords, I'm really interested in what the bottom path might have been like.
Don't be so proud of yourself. We're just warming up here.
Because if it buffed the genie lamp and all the rockets, then that would have been really nice. Because I'm now kind of noticing that there is a lot of problems with the genie balls. As cool as it is, lots of problems. It's slow. The rockets don't come out as fast.
Next challenge.
Right? And it would be fine if the rockets did more damage, but it doesn't seem like it, right? Like, look at this. It does 12 damage, 12 to 18 damage. Which is not good. Oh, those go through those dudes. The sword throw is also a little inaccurate, but it does 72 damage.
What do you want? A congratulatory
It does 72 damage, which I like. I have such a funny thought where it's like, should I commission? It's also, I probably wouldn't commission Crab again. Actually, no. Actually, I would commission Crab again. I just would have to do it earlier. Problem is, I'm doing this like on such short notice, and Crab's not gonna be available if it's a short notice thing. So, I'm actually sucking at this. Look at that, 108 damage on crit. Yeah. Come here. There we go. Man, I suck. Ninjini, I still consider as one of my favorites for sure. But I also just have a magic element bias. I like a lot of the magic element characters because of how weird they are.
You got some
How weird
legit
and unique they
power.
are compared to a lot of others. I remember watching, I don't remember which YouTuber it was, but he did say like how he made two separate videos on YouTube Shorts where one is like his favorite element being tech, which he likes tech mainly because he likes a lot of robotic stuff. He likes robots and sci-fi, and tech offers a lot of those things as well. Just an insanely cool amount of characters, but that's just every Skylander and their respective element in general. There's only a few characters I would say have a really lackluster design. But I did understand why he liked tech. And then he brought up how he didn't like magic in the next short. And he kind of had compared it to essentially the rednecks of, maybe not the rednecks, but something like the rednecks of the Skylander elements, because there's not really anything consistent with Skylanders other than they're blue. They're fucking blue like the damn Smurfs. Because there wasn't like anything specific going on. It was like, these are characters that they had planned, but they didn't really know what element to put them in. So they said, fuck it, just shove them in the magic element. Which, fair. Magic element did initially start with a lot of shaman and voodoo characters besides Spyro. I would even say Wrecking Ball is like part of that wizardry kind of stuff, because his lore talks about how he was a simple grub who was shoved into a pot, a magic wizard pot. So I understand that. Yeah, Skylanders 7, man. I really don't want to get my hopes up, but if there is a Skylanders 7 next year, let it be known that I will be the first to buy that shit. I will be the fucking first to buy that. Hell, make it available for PC and include a bundle. If you bring it back Toys to Life and you bring it to PC again, make sure to make it compatible with like the Steam Cube that was revealed recently. Oh, please, Activision, please. Like, you gotta be aware of this. Like, the U2s are making bank. Everyone loves the U2s. You can't do this to us. You gotta make a new Skylanders game. Oh, I would love that to happen. Maybe not by, maybe not by Vicarious Visions, though. Right? Actually, one more thing. I think Vicarious Visions should not work on a Skylanders game unless it's art style wise. Not really. I think Toys for Bob did it better. I mean, they did work and create the franchise. But I really want Toys for Bob, because Toys for Bob knows how to make characters fight and attack, while Vicarious Visions made the game more visually appealing. I'm just rambling at this point. This is my personal podcast and shit. All right, I'm going to swap screens and give my review on Ninjini. So, despite what a lot of people might think about Ninjini, about her being the weakest of all the giants, I think she's actually really pretty good for her character. Yes, there are characters like Tree Rex who can just slam it on the ground, or you have characters like Eyeball who have the two characters in one kind of deal going on, with the eyeball flying around, the fist punching. But I do like Ninjini for what she offers and what she brings. I've already rambled on enough about how her design is one of the best in Skylanders, being a mix of both Genie and Ninja, which is something I don't ever really think of at all. And I wish I got to see that more visually, especially for her third attack, her triad, right, with the balls. I wish that was more like a shuriken. I think that would be really cool. But like I said, we're not talking about design and visual. We're talking about the gameplay. Her gameplay is very slow. It's like every other giant, but compared to a lot of the other giants, I think she has the fastest auto attacks for her primary, and her primary is really what leads her on. Her secondary, the Genie in the Lamp move, is a good idea on paper, but the way they executed was meh, right? And what I mean by the execution of a meh execution was that this bottle should do so much more than her just walking around, taking reduced damage and shooting out a missile. I think at least I think it does reduce damage. I actually don't know. If there was any way to change it, I would have made it a base upgrade before going through the path to buff the bottle and make it that 2 rockets come out, or rockets do more damage, right? And it's not just that, but it's how it's delivered with the bottle, as there's a time limit, but it never really says there is a time limit on the ability description. And instead, you kind of just have to guess. And when you want to just do a quick in and out with the bottle, to get that big AoE explosion, you're not getting much out of the explosion, and it is delayed. The button is delayed. Like, you hit it, and then you have to wait like 2 seconds for it to then come out once again. Her Soul Gem, though, I think her Soul Gem makes the bottle better, as it dazes enemies, and it seemed to daze them for a good 5 seconds, which I would consider really good, if it weren't for the fact that the explosion doesn't do anything for it, or how lackluster the missiles seem to be. And I really did like the missiles. I just wish there were more. and maybe that's what the bottom path offered, where you get more out of the missile because it said they do more damage, they come out fit quicker, and something else with the orbs. And then her combos. I think her combos are actually also pretty fine. Her combos, I enjoyed the sword one. I actually enjoyed the one where she can throw out a sword and it can essentially be a distraction for enemies, where enemies can't focus on it, and it attacks enemies. The hitbox is kind of like meh though. While enemies are able to hit and they're able to get distracted and you're able to get a free hit on them, it's not really hitting them. It's aiming at one place and one place specifically, and if it's not hitting anyone, it's really just useless. And the sword throw, and although the sword throw does a lot more damage, the sword throw does a lot of damage. It's 72 to 102 damage, which is a lot. It's very inaccurate. Like, see, multiple times where I've used that move from farther distances, it would actually miss by a long shot. And maybe this is just me with my aim, but at that point, why would I use that when I can just use my orbs? So, with that all out of the way, I want to give Ninjini at least 3 stars. And as much as I love her, as much as I love Ninjini, and I fucking will do anything to get her quicker back in my childhood, right? She is very lackluster in gameplay, and I cannot deny that. Like, a clarity hits me when I do these reviews, where it's like, man, I really like this, but now that I think of it, it's kind of just existent, and I don't want that. I don't want that for characters I like. So yeah, she's a 3. She's a 3-star. Great concept. I think the visuals could be better, and I think her abilities could have been executed even better. Because her primary was amazing, but her bottle is kind of slow on some things, and the orbs, they don't do it. The orbs don't do it. If you charge it, you're not getting much, and if you do a singular, you're pretty much just, you might as well just kite the enemies. It's better for kiting than it is for actual, like, pew pew. So that's about it. If you're Now, if you're interested in more content like this, I have a whole playlist focused and dedicated to this series. I love Skylanders from the bottom of my heart, and I will talk shit about it because it is the truth, and if you really love her, you gotta tell her shit. And other things is, you know, like, subscribe, all that. Follow the Twitch. I stream a bunch of different games on there. Twitch.tv/honeyjamvt. The link will be in the description below. As well as my advanced.gg code, where you can use code JAM for 10% off on your next purchase. Thank you. Have a good one. Hasta la vista. Ciao. Sayonara. And goodbye.